If you're out there, let me know. No, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning, evening, afternoon. Hi, I'm Brian. Welcome to the channel. As you can see there, I'm a poet and we do poetry here. But of course, if you're here, you know that. So welcome. Welcome aboard. I hope you like the ride we're beating for because, it's a free play Wednesday. So we're just going to play some music. But you said it's poetry. Yeah. Isn't all music, songs, poetry in a way? Yes, but not how we do it here. Here in this house, we take old poetry like Shakespeare and Shelley, Wordsworth, Dickinson, people like that, and we use a music generator. Yes, the dreaded artificial intelligence. So we use it for fun. And then, of course, we make music out of it, and then we get the good ones, and we get the good ones, and we put them all together, and we play them. Well, that's what we're going to do here. So, good evening, Aphila. How art thou? So, with enough jibber jabbering from me, let me look here and see what we got here. I'm going to play something cool because I got let's just play this one. This is because this is going through my head right now. My mind is E.E. Cummings.
My mind is a big hunk of irrevocable nothing, which touch and taste and smell and hearing and sight keep hitting and chipping with sharp fatal tools. In an agony of sensual chisels, I perform squirms of chrome and X-ang, acute strides of cobalt. Nevertheless, cleverly I'm being altered, that I slightly am becoming something a little different. In fact, myself, hereupon helpless I utter lilacs and scarlet bellowings. Of irrevocable nothing, which touch and taste and smell and hearing and sight keep hitting and chipping with sharp fatal tools. In an agony of sensual chisels, I perform squirms of chrome and X-ray, acute strides of cobalt. Nevertheless, I feel that I cleverly am being altered, that I slightly am becoming something a little different. In fact, myself, hereupon helpless I utter lilac shrieks and scarlet bellowings.
Hey, Cricket. Yeah, a little bit of Pink, a little bit of Lady Gaga, and that trio from Mexico, the Three Sisters, The Warning. Those young ladies are freaking will rock your face off. Yeah, we are, because I had it stuck in my head. I've had a lot of earworms from the last couple shows stuck in my head. It's amazing uh, and frustrating, and love it. So here we're going to do this one, Epitaph for Mr. Joe Blanket, Dirty Blues cover. Gotta love Lord Byron. Oh yes, definitely rock and start. It's a Wednesday, and there's going to be a busy Wednesday for me, so got to get the blood pumping early. I'm glad you're safe, Netmaster. Yes, our Netmaster is from Hong Kong. Uh, so yeah, tell the family we said hi, kiddo, and all that stuff. Whew, yes. How's it going, No Face? Oh yeah, remember if you can help No Face out, someone put his little thingy in the chat. Uh, let's just keep on rocking then now, shall we? Oh yeah, I wanted to play this one. Yeah, let me find it here. It's here. Oh no, not there. Oh no. Here it is. Let's do one more.
Ain't got nobody to share my bed. Ain't got nobody to hold my hand. Truth of the matters, I ain't got no man. Big boy opened his mouth and said, trouble with you is you ain't got no head. If you had a head and used your mind, you could have me with you all the time. She answered, babe, what must I do?
Yeah, that's the beauty of this. We got all kinds, infinite variety. I was going to say something, but it slipped my mind. So what I found ironic was when he was talking about sharing your bed and money too, and this was up on the thing. Yeah. All right. Well, keeping your fingers crossed for you, no face. No one needs to be without a freaking a roof over their head, no matter how modest it might be. All right. Yes. So, what do you think of the rock and start? We're going to change it up just a little. Because this is another of those earworms from just to show the other day. Too bad Miriam's not here. She'd love this one.
Fuzzy fellow without feet, yet doth exceeding run. Of velvet is his countenance, and his complexion done. Sometime he dwelleth in the grass, sometime upon a bough, from which he doth descend in blush upon the passer-by. All this in summer, but when winds alarm the forest folk, he take deaf damask residence and struts in sewing silk. Then finer than a lady emerges in the spring, a feather on each shoulder, you'd scarce recognize him. By men I cleft caterpillar, by me, but who am I to tell the pretty secret of the butterfly? Fuzzy fellow without feet, yet doth exceeding run. Of velvet is his countenance, and his complexion done. Sometime he dwelleth in the grass, sometime upon a bough, from which he doth descend in blush upon the passer-by. All this in summer, but when winds alarm the forest folk, he taketh damask residence and struts in sewing silk. Then finer than a lady emerges in the spring, a feather on each shoulder, you'd scarce recognize him. By men I collect caterpillar, by me, but who am I to tell the pretty secret of the butterfly?
And I think this is the next one. I hope it's the right.
When you are old and gray and full
and of their shadows deep. How many love your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love false or true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Beside the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly how love fled, and paced upon the mountains overhead, and hid his face amid a crowd of stars. How many love your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love false or true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love false or true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Oh yeah.
Those are cool. I like them. This rocks so hard that I'm stoned. Yep. Same here. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, you were talking, Kathy. Yeah, the weather. Yeah, we had rain last night. Nothing like a super typhoon like our Kia had to put up with. But yeah, that's the, I call it the law of unintended consequences. You know. Oh, between songs, I'm usually jabbering at you guys. Oh, or thinking about something to say and forgetting it the next moment when I come back on. Anyways. All right. So, yes, got about 30 more minutes. So what am I going to play? Because, you know, today is a school day. Tomorrow tomorrow is devoted to finishing my take-home mystery. My take-home history midterm. Yeah, I have to write a very intensive essay that's only worth 20 points. I don't know if it's worth it, but all right, let's do this and then we'll do that. Helen, let's keep the dancing shoes on. All right, keep the dancing shoes on and listen to this.
delight of her husband, her aunts, an infant of 3, and of medicals marveling sweetly on her ill. For either she burned and her confident eyes would blaze, and her fingers fly in a manner to puzzle their heads. What was she making? Why nothing? She sat in a maze of old scraps of laces snipped into curious shreds. Or this would pass and the light of her fire decline, till she lay discouraged and cold as a thin stalk, white and blown, and would not open her eyes to kisses to wine. The sixth of these states was her last. The cold settled down. Sweet ladies, long may ye bloom, and softly I hope ye may thaw. But was she not lucky in flowers and lace and mourning? In love and great honor we bade God rest her soul. After 6 little spaces of chill and 6 of burning.
Okay. See here. Hey Matt, how you doing? Hope you're having a good morning. All right, let's see here. I don't know, really. Maybe I don't know. The way Suno works is, well, of course, we just let it do its thing at first and then build from there. So, yeah, I'll have to look into that, seeing exactly how I can maybe make a track into something like that, because you can't make this sound like the Doors in the thing. It doesn't do that. Yeah, you said a dance thingy. That's interesting. I chair dance, and that's about it. Okay, where was I? Yeah, there's that. All right, let's play one more dancey songy, and then we'll play a few more, and then I have to go to school. Let's see here, but I only have 2 classes today because my history professor is in Philadelphia doing history things.
Drum on your drums, batter on your banjos. Sob on the long, cool, winding saxophone. Go to it, oh jazzman.
Sling your knuckles on the bottoms of the happy. Tin pans, let your trombones ooze and go hush. brush with the slippery sandpaper.
Moan like an autumn wind high in the lonesome treetops. Moan soft like you wanted somebody terrible. Cry like a racing car slipping away from a motorcycle cop. Bang, bang.
You jazzmen bang all together drums.
Traps, banjos, horns, tin cans make two people fight on the top of a stairway and scratch each other's eyes in a clinch, tumbling down the stairs. Can the rough stuff now a Mississippi steamboat pushes up the night river with a hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And the green lanterns calling to the high soft stars. A red moon rides on the humps of the low river hills. Go to it, oh jazzman.
Okay. Let's see here. I have to remember that now. The next thing is finding something that sound might go with. So keep that in mind next time. If you're around, hey, you're bobbing too. So, and if you're here and you're not bobbing to that kind of music, then there's something wrong with you. But guess what? We're not quite done yet. So I'm going to play a couple more and then and then we are going to go to school. At least I am. So we've got it. Where in the hell is this folder? Oh Lord, don't tell me. There. I was like, did I lose it? No, I didn't lose it. Although, I lost it some time ago. Here we go.
This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all bores, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all bores, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France than to his secret keeps. fought the down in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps.
Oops. Yeah. Oops. No. You know we're mostly family friendly here, but we do stray into a little spicy every once in a while, and shit happens. Guess what? We're not done yet because we're going to play this one.
The linnet in the rocky dells, the moorlark in the air, the bee among the heather bells that hide my lady fair. The wild deer browse above her breast, the wild birds raise their brood, and they her smiles of love caressed have left her solitude. I ween that when the grave's dark wall did first her form retain, they thought their hearts could ne'er recall the light of joy again. They thought the tide of grief would flow unchecked through future years, but where is all their anguish now, and where are all their tears? Well, let them fight for honor's breath or pleasure's shade pursue. The dweller in the land of death is changed and careless too. And if their eyes should watch and weep till sorrow's source were dry, she would not in her tranquil sleep return a
Sophia is a force unto herself, and with a and with the what and with the hair with a mind of its own. Yeah, I'm getting close to the end of my cup here. I don't know if it's going to be a more coffee day or not. Yeah, we oh, but we're not always PG 13. Let's go here. We get a little spicy sometimes, like with And Joe, didn't you want to do something with this particular one? Let me know.
A woman who my mother knows came in and took off all her clothes. Said I not being very old. By golly gosh, you must be cold. No, no, she cried, indeed I'm not. I'm feeling devilishly hot. Said I, not being very old. By golly gosh, you must be cold. No, no, she cried, indeed I'm not. I'm feeling devilishly hot. Said I, not being very old. By golly gosh, you must be cold. No, no, she cried, indeed I'm not. I'm feeling devilishly hot.
Cool. Well, if you want, yeah, I think we're contacts on Facebook. I can send you this file, and if you want to mess with it, you can. I think you never know. Or you contact me on Facebook, and then I'll send it to you, because that's probably one of the easiest ways for me to send a file to you. Yes, it's awesome. As long as we're having fun, that's all that matters. Well, my neighbors are cows, and they just look at me suspiciously most of the time. I think most of them know somewhere deep down that they're going to end up hamburger one day. And I'm nice to them, since they're going to be my they might end up my lunch, which comes in a with its own set of things. All right, we've got 10 minutes. How are we going to do this? Okay, my moon is all right. Oh, let's play this one.
Where the bee sucks their suck I. In a cow's lips bell I lie. There I couch when owls do cry. On the bat's back I do fly. After summer merrily, merrily, merrily shall I live now, under the blossom that hangs on the bough. Where the bee sucks, there suck I. In a cowslip's bell I lie. There I couch when owls do cry. On the bat's back I do fly. I do fly. After summer merrily, merrily, merrily shall I live now, under the blossom that hangs on the bough. Under the blossom that hangs on the bough, merrily under the blossom that hangs on the bough. Where the bee sucks, there suck I. In a cowslip's bell I lie. There I couch when owls do cry. On the bat's back I do fly. After summer merrily, merrily, merrily shall I live now, under the blossom hangs on the bough.
I like that one part in it when the drums come in. It makes me want to get a set of drums. Of course, it doesn't take much for me to want to get a set of drums. Kind of like this one.
Your midriff sags toward your knees. Your breasts lie down in air. Their nipples as uninvolved as a warm starfish. You stand in your elastic cage, still not giving up the newborn and the old-born cycle. Moving, you roll down the garment, down that pink snapper and hoarder, as your belly, soft as pudding, slides into the empty space. cushions and mouth cushions, slow motion like a rolling pin over crisp pears. Amazing feel that hides your genius from your patron over thighs thick as young pigs, over knees like saucers, over calves polished as leather, down toward the feet. You pause for a moment, tying your ankles into knots. Now you rise, a city from the sea. Born long before Alexandria was, stray away from God you have come into your redeeming scheme.
All right, let's get that out of there. All right, I'm going to play one more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, email me the link. All right. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to play one more. Let's actually go out on a freaking let's go out on a bassy note. How's that sound? But in the meantime, my friends, like and subscribe and all that stuff. No, public domain. I have to do it this way. Public domain. Everything we do here is public domain. But more importantly, have an awesome day. All right. And then let's see here. Yes, we're going to go out on a bassy note with a little chill. And, and stuff with one of the best ones we far. Love, Samuel Taylor Coleridge.
All thoughts, all passions, all delights, whatever stirs this mortal frame, all are but ministers of love and feed his sacred flame. Oft in my waking dreams do I live o'er again that happy hour, when midway on the mount I lay beside the ruined tower. The moonshine stealing o'er the scene had blended with the lights of Eve, and she was there, my hope, my joy, my own dear Genevieve.
She leant against the armored rounded statue of the armed knight. She stood and listened to my lay amid the lingering light. Few sorrows hath she of her own, my hope, my joy, my Genevieve. She loves me best whene'er I sing the songs that make her grieve.
I played a soft and doleful air, I sang an old and moving story, an old rude song that suited well that ruin wild and hoary.
listened with a flitting blush, with downcast eyes and modest grace. For well she knew I could not choose but gaze upon her face. I told her of the knight that wore upon his shield a burning brand, and that for 10 long years he wooed the lady of the land. I told her how he pined, and the deep, the low, the pleading tone with which I sang another's love interpreted my own. She listened with a flitting blush, with downcast eyes and modest grace, and she forgave me that I gazed too fondly on her face. But when I told the cruel scorn that crazed that bold and lovely knight, and that he crossed the mountain woods, nor rested day nor night, that sometimes from the savage din, and sometimes from the darksome shade, and sometimes starting up at once in green and sunny glade, there came and looked him in the face an angel beautiful and bright, and that he knew it was a fiend, this miserable night, and that unknowing what he did, he leaped amid a murderous band, safe from outrage worse than death, the lady of the land. And how she wept and clasped his knees, and how she tended him in vain, and ever strove to expiate the scorn that crazed his brain, and that she nursed him in a cave, and how his madness went away when on the yellow forest leaves a dying man he lay. His dying words, but when I reached that tenderest strain of all the ditty, my faltering voice and pausing harp disturb her soul with pity. All impulses of soul and sense that thrilled my guileless Genevieve, the music and the doleful tale, the rich and balmy, and hopes and fears that kindle hope, an undistinguishable throng, and gentle wishes long subdued, subdued and cherished long. She wept with pity and delight, she blushed with love and virgin shame, and like the murmur of a dream, I heard her breathe my name. Her bosom heaved, she stepped aside, as conscious of my look she stepped, then suddenly with timorous eyes she fled to me and wept. She half enclosed me with her arms, she pressed me with a meek embrace, and bending back her head looked up and gazed upon my face. 'Twas partly love and partly fear, and partly 'twas a bashful art, that I might rather feel than see the swelling of her heart. I calmed her fears and she was calm, and told her love with virgin pride, and so I won my Genevieve, my bright and beauteous bride.
All right, let me go up here for a second. I'm not okay. Yeah, Jennifer. Here, let me go up here. All right. Yeah. Hey, this is a good show today. Go to the replay crew. It's a rocking for a Wednesday for the most part. I know we ended it on on a more bluegrassy note, but as you can see, the chat got kind of spicy. But never apologize for being late. At least he got here. And the great thing about the internet is you can always replay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I had a thought. It went away, so I'm going to go to school. See y'all around in the chats and stuff, and see you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Tomorrow is not school day; it's study day. So I'll be able to play a little longer because I have a to work on my book review and then a history test, take home history test that's due by midnight Friday. So I have plenty of time to get all that stuff in, and that's tomorrow after the show, of course. See you in the morning. We'll do something and then we'll play something. How's that sound? All right. Bye. All right, cool. I'll we'll figure it out, Joe.